The Bad Guys is a fun, family-friendly film with a powerful and timely message.
I think I like the new you.
Well, that makes two of us.
From DreamWorks Animation, who brought you Shrek and Kung Fu Panda.
It's showtime.
The Bad Guys, in theaters Friday. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Tune in to Dennis Prager every weekday from noon to 2. You'll love the authors and experts, the smart opinions, and the special features like the Happiness Hour. The Dennis Prager Show, sponsored in part by Ryan Orsatti Law on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
Every minute, news is breaking. Stories are being updated. Lives are being changed. Stay connected and ahead of the curve by taking us wherever you go with our mobile app through TuneIn, iHeart, or Odyssey.com. This is 9:30 a.m. The Answer. 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
Sports by the Numbers, sponsored by Janaea Nicole Productions.
Come on, man.
Welcome to Sports by the Numbers, where you get the most entertaining look at the numbers behind the sports we love to watch.
It's pretty. It's so pretty.
And now, bringing you energy, fun, and awesome giveaways,
Touchdown, Dallas.
it's your host,
I want some
Janaea Nicole.
I am the greatest. Money's got to be the shoes.
You're listening to Sports by the Numbers on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. I'm your host, Janaea Nicole. We're coming to you live from the Six Man Studios. Guys, go listen to his singles, Necessary, Must Be Love, and Vibe, streaming on all major platforms. As always, we got Shamaya on the beats, the ones and twos. And this segment is sponsored by Brina the Barber and Mr. Jersey. Yes, it is. And we are introducing tonight Sensei.
Hey. Happy to be here.
Woo, woo. All right. Host of the Sports Senseis on ASAP Network. You can catch us tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and From the Ground podcast. Okay.
Yes,
From the Ground Up.
ma'am.
From the Ground Up podcast. So I'm so happy you can join us. You can be here with us tonight. And I know we're about to get into some good stuff. And
We got some stuff to talk about, Jay.
I know you go. I don't know if can I skip the topic? Can we?
No, there's no skipping. There's no skipping. We can't skip no topic.
You're about to come for me. Don't do me like you did Freddie, though. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I love you. I love you too much, sis.
You love me so much to do that? Okay, don't do that. Guys, it is like, comment, and share night. All of our social media streams, like, comment, and share, and you will enter to win a Cash App prize. Guys, we want to give away this money for you, okay? We want to give this money to you. And then in the second segment, Sensei's going into the SPTN hot seat, where it is hot, it's scorching. You might want to go get a glass of water, a bucket of ice. I mean, I don't know, Sensei. I don't know. It's going to be hot, guys. Follow me on social media at Janaea Nicole, and follow the show at SBTN930. And then call us 210-308-8867. So just like that, we about to get into it. Okay, Sensei, you got to hit me with the numbers. You got me. I got you. You got it. You know.
Yeah, we got it.
Cool.
I think so. You might have to do a practice run, but we'll see.
We'll do. If not, I'll come through and you'll see how I do our next one. Yeah. NBA playoffs. Hit me with the number. I'll do this one. Number 7 Brooklyn Nets versus number 2 Boston Celtics. And this is the one I'm a little scared about, but we're going to go ahead and talk about it. First of all, 114-115 Celtics win, okay? And they win in such a beautiful fashion. We'll get into that, though. The Nets, we are going to point out some highlights over here. Kyrie, my least liked player. Is that what we're gonna call him? 39 points. I'm gonna give him his 39 points. Okay. KD though was the only other player on the team to have 20 plus points. All right. And then they only had 29 rebounds total in a playoff game. That seems real low. And then only 5 offensive rebounds. I mean, the game was close, but you really winning when you only got 5 offensive rebounds. But the Celtics, let me get excited about, because that's the team that wins, because y'all know how I feel about the New Jersey Nets. Tatum showed out 31 points with the game-winning basket, okay? And then 3 of the players on the team also had 20-plus points. So they were showing out 43 rebounds, and 14 of them were offensive. Okay, before Sensei comes for my whole life, let me first say, beautiful game. Thank you, Tatum, for hitting the game-winning basket. And I just want to know, where was Kevin Durant all night on defense? That's all I really want to know. I'm just saying, I just seen him stand a lot, just stand around. I'm like, bro, you like 6'11", your wingspan is like what, 10 feet or so? I don't even know. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, you don't let Jason Tatum with like 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds left on the clock just go ahead and get a layup and win the game. But that's it. But go ahead, Sensei. Go ahead.
Well, I think it's a couple of different things. I think KD was, because I think that Boston did really good as far as their defense on KD, and they kind of wore him down. Because he's a skinny guy. He's always been a skinny guy, but the jurisdiction that's been out on him is just to kind of rough him up, get physical with him, make things as difficult as you possibly can. And I feel like Boston did a really good job as far as defensively making things difficult for him and just not making it easy, just making him have a tough night, making him work for everything. So then on the defensive side, when you have to work so hard on one end, it kind of hinders you on the other end. So I feel like because he had to work so hard on the offensive end to try to get just to get a good look, defensively, it kind of, he kind of fell off a little bit. And also, you got to consider the fact that he's got to, more times than not, the guy that KD is typically guarding is good on offense, but they're not great on offense. They're not a Jason Tatum, basically. And KD had the assignment of guarding Jason Tatum all night, and that ain't easy because there's not a shot Jason Tatum can't hit. There's not a spot he can't get to. There's not, you know what I'm saying? There's not a shot that he's afraid to take. Like, he can shoot just as, he's just KD, but like a couple inches shorter. If we want to be, if you look at his game, he's very KD, very Kobe. Like he's kind of in that realm. He's just, like I said, a couple inches shorter. But the story of the game, I have to do it to you, sis. I'm sorry. It's Mr. Kyrie Irving. You can say whatever you want to say about him. You can, as far as his personality or his beliefs or the COVID style. Listen, I don't care. That unvaccinated man is one of the most offensively skilled players I've ever seen. Like, seriously, the fact that he's not top 75 is mind-blowing to me. And I don't think he's ever let that go. I think that's something that's constantly been on his mind. Just with his play, these since that came out, pretty much, like, he's on motivated time, man. And listen, Boston fans, if y'all want to win this series, leave that man alone, because y'all got lucky yesterday. Because y'all etched it out yesterday. Now, because KD ain't gonna shoot that bad again. Like, he's not gonna be. So take that with a grain of salt, because if him and Kyrie get on and they firing on all cylinders, it might be scary hours. So okay, but leave that unvaccinated man alone, because he almost, like I said, if there was a couple things would have went Brooklyn's way, they pretty much had that. They were gonna win that game. Like, Boston got really, really lucky yesterday.
Kyrie did show up and show out. I will always respect the man's talent. I think, like I said, not making the top 75, I think that definitely lit a fire under him, not playing like those home games or whatever, like all of that stuff. So I definitely think that lit a fire. There was a lot of basketball time not played. So he's like, let me come out and do what I do and show you why I'm on this team and the benefit that I can be, and I can take the lead when I need to. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all know how I feel about the Nets. Y'all know how I feel about Kyrie. You know how I feel about Kevin Durant. But Kyrie, I can give it to him. He showed up and showed out. He did. And thank you for taking it easy on me, Sensei. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I must say, because if it was anybody else.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it. All right, we gonna move right along. We gotta talk about it. You see what I'm repping? We gotta rep the home team, right, Sensei? We gotta do what we gotta do.
All the
the time. So hit me with the numbers. We got number 6 Chicago Bulls versus number 3 Milwaukee Bucks, and so we gotta talk about the Bulls because that's the home team, and then they're going against the NBA championship from last year, right? We gotta talk about it. So 86-93 Bucks win. All right. Nikolai, he went 24-7 and 17, so he was leading the way for the Bulls. You know, we're always seeing DeRozan and Levine, but Nikolai definitely stepped up. Levine and DeRozan though both gave you 18 points. Their first quarter 21 points. Okay, so they kept it. It looks like pretty even, but then they went on an 11-0 run in the third quarter. And then the Bucks, Giannis does what he does, right? So he went 27-3 and 16. Lopez and Holiday both chipped in 15, and their first quarter was 23. So basically, you're seeing how they kept it close, right? 21-23 first quarter, kept it very close right there. And then look, score in the last 6 points of the fourth quarter, it was all the Bucks. That's how they sealed the deal. They kept the Bulls scoreless for a minute and 35 seconds, the last minute and 35 seconds of the game. What did you see, Sensei?
I think for the Bulls, I'm not really one that's big on moral victories, but I think yesterday is a moral victory for the Bulls because a lot of people expect the Bulls to get swept in this series.
Yeah.
But they kept it close and they kept it competitive and they put a lot of pressure on Milwaukee that most people probably didn't even see coming. I think the Bulls got, and this happens when you have a young team, but I think they got really like antsy towards the end and kind of started making ill-advised shots because they were taking shots that they didn't really even need. Like Zach LaVine, I can't remember exactly the time frame in the fourth quarter, but he took an ill-advised 3 and they were down like 1 or 2. And it's like, you don't need that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to go for the home run, but sometimes you got to just hit like in the words of Candace Parker, you got to hit singles sometimes. Like you don't have to always go for the home run. And I feel like they were trying to go for the home run, which like I said, that happens when you have a young team because they don't know any better. They don't know time and management. They don't know, shot clock and game clock and, shot clock and like game score and like kind of how to manage that. So, but I mean, yeah.
We'll get back to it because I want to touch on one more thing. Guys, it's Sports by the Numbers, 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Janae and Nicole, the Sensei, Shamaya on the beats. We'll be right back.
Tell me now, can you make it past your Caspers so we can finally fly?
We all want to feel good and look good. One way to make it happen is by visiting Brina the barber at Crux Barber Lounge. She knows all the latest cuts and styles. Find Brina on Facebook or head over to Booksy.com to view over 160 5-star reviews and book your appointment today. Brina will make you feel rejuvenated each and every time. So download the Booksy app and schedule an appointment with her now or call 210-279-1301. Be sure to tell her Sports by the Numbers sent ya.
Mr. Jersey lets everyone rep their teams by providing authentic and licensed jerseys for 40% less than the competition. Can't find a player? Mr. Jersey has you covered, whether it's NBA, MLB, NFL, NHL, NCAA, or throwbacks. They only sell stitched and embroidered products and can customize for most teams. They are veteran-owned and operated. Visit MrJersey.com. Call 866-272-9888 to get your order started today. You can also tell them Sports by the Numbers sent you.
Working out on your own can be tough. Why not train with the best? Kraft Fitness allows you to train with personal trainer Sean Kraft. With over 10 years in the fitness industry, Sean can customize a nutrition plan and recommend supplements to fit your unique health needs. If you want that body by Kraft, then check him out at craftfitness.com and get your healthy life started today. Call 210-834-1814 to begin your transformation. Don't forget to tell him Sports by the Numbers sent ya.
You rock my world and you know it. Baby girl, let me show you. Feel like I could fly, can't explain, but I love it. Made me feel alright on the night that I want you. I believe when you hold my hand. Maybe this is real, maybe this is one. Maybe my big friend had it on his plan. Baby God, you know this will never end.
Hey yo, this is the Sixth Man and you're listening to Sports by the Numbers on 9:30 a.m. The Answer with Janae Nicole. Listen to my singles Necessary and Must Be Loved on all stream platforms.
Oh.
You're listening to Sports by the Numbers on 9:30 AM. The Answer. I'm your host, Janae Nicole. We got Shamaya on the beats, and we're coming to you from the 6-Man Studios. Guys, go listen to singles Necessary, Must Be Love, and Vibe, streaming on all major platforms. We got Sensei in the building tonight. She's with us, host of the Sports Senseis on ASAP Network. Catch us tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then also the host of From the Ground Up podcast. And guys, it's like, share, comment on our social media. I want to give you Cash App prize. Do that tonight. And we're going to jump back into the Bulls real quick. I want to actually say something. I knew I felt like those numbers were wrong. The first quarter actually was 21 Bulls, 34 Bucks. So to me, that's really where the Bulls kind of lost in that first quarter. That was the big gap, because they actually, each quarter after that, they made it much closer. But I want to agree with you and say, yeah, Zach LaVine, ill-advised shots. I was looking at it like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you hitting all these, trying to go for all these threes? You're so close. You're so close. But I mean, I'm glad, like you said, a moral victory. They did. They gave the Bucks a run for their money. So I'm excited to see game 2. I'm excited to see what they do when they get back to Chicago, honestly. And just kind of go from there. So okay. Well, moving right along. We got to talk about these two teams. Hit me with the numbers. Number 8, New Orleans Pelicans versus number 1, Phoenix Suns. Okay, so look, I just want to shout out to the Pelicans because they had to win 2 play-in games, right? They beat the Spurs and then they beat the Clippers. Okay, cool. We about to go to the playoffs. And of course, they're playing against the number 1 Phoenix Suns, who were in the NBA Finals last year. So 99-110 Suns win. I'm not surprised. Okay, Pelicans, McCollum. Hey, good thing y'all got that trade because he put up 25 points. Ingram and Valanciunas, if I'm saying that right, both 18 points. Valanciunas had 25 rebounds on his own. Okay. First quarter, just in the first 7 minutes, they made 4 field goals but had no assist, okay, in the first 17 minutes. And then the first and second quarters were only 16 and 18 points. Now, the Suns turn around, CP3 going to come in over here and give you 30 and 10, okay? And then Booker and Ayton give you 25 and 21. And then they made, in the first 7 minutes, this is important, 7 field goals made and 7 assists. So you see they were passing the ball, getting the shot, getting it to go in. And their first 2 quarters were 28 and 25. So you're definitely seeing that disparity in the first 2 quarters. What did you see, Sensei?
So that game is just it's kind of like when the varsity plays against the JV in like a scrimmage. That's pretty much what it is. Like, I mean, the Pelicans, and the Pelicans definitely had a tough road to the playoffs. I'm not gonna discredit that or pretend like that it happened. Like you said, they had to play 2 play-in games, 2 tough games, where they had to come from behind and gut it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they had to show major heart to win those games. So I'm not discounting that at all. However, they're just overmatched, man. The Suns are too good of a team. They got way too much talent. And Chris Paul is on a mission. I don't know if anybody's been noticing or paying attention, but he's been playing some of his best basketball at the age of 37. So you gotta 36 going on 37, but still, like, the Pelicans are just overmatched right now. And plus, they're missing, one of their major pieces. So that also plays into it. I still think that it would be the same result, but it might be a little bit closer if they did have Zion. But yeah, they're just overmatched, man. They just, like I said, the Suns they're just too good of a team. They've been playing together for a really long time. Their chemistry is impeccable. And, they got too much talent. Unfortunately, It's just one of those things. Like the Pelicans' magic carpet ride it stops right here because the Suns are just too good. They're just too good.
They are. I mean, we already know who's gonna win the series, but it's always nice,
Yeah. Pelicans. Yeah, if they can make it competitive like that'd be cool. But I don't see it. I don't think the Suns are gonna play with their food. They ain't gonna play with it.
So okay. Well, quick MLB shout out. I don't have a lot of time, but I just want to say my Chicago White Sox, 2-1 won the series over the Mariners and Rays in their first in the AL Central. So we gotta shout them out real quick.
Yes. Hometown love.
But we got to talk about our San Antonio teams right now. We got the Frisco Rough Riders versus the San Antonio Missions, who are the San Diego Padres AA affiliate team. So that's where our San Antonio Missions are. Hit me with the numbers. All right. So 6-0. San Antonio Missions were swept in this series. This hurts my heart to even say this, but absolutely swept. Doubleheader on Saturday. Lost both games 4-3. 4-1. Ruiz though is fourth. Okay, the center fielder Ruiz is fourth in the Texas League hitting with his average batting of 379. So I think that's a win. Unfortunately, right now the Missions are sitting at 2-7, which is last place in the Texas South League. But hey, tomorrow they start a new series. Okay, against the Amarillo Sod Poodles. So here's what I say about baseball. Right, there's a million games, so anybody can bounce back, right?
Facts. Of course.
You can bounce back. You can bounce back. So, Rough Riders, take your time. I mean,
y'all got it.
Take your time. You got this. You're coming
y'all
back.
Got it.
I'll see you guys next week. I'll be covering the games. Okay, we don't want to dwell on that too much. And then we got, this is exciting though. We got the San Antonio Mission. So we're going over to soccer. We got the San Antonio FC versus the El Paso Locomotive. Hit me with the number. All right, so 0-1 San Antonio FC wins. So they just been winning these games kind of quietly. You know, soccer is a game of action and moves. So I mean,
a lot of running,
right? Back and forth. I'm as I'm learning the game of soccer and really seeing how it goes and what they do. But yeah, that's where we're at. So we'll take that. So they 15 shots. One of them reached the net. Cool, they made the one. And then the El Paso Locomotive, they took 16 shots. None of them found the net, so that's good. Striker Elliot Kohler again. He's the one who scored in the last game. He scored in the first period. So thank you, striker Elliot Kohler, for the San Antonio FC. Now this is the big thing. This is the big thing that everybody has been talking about. Okay. Wednesday, the San Antonio FC will play Austin in the third round of the U.S. Open Cup. So this is like the big deal. So I will be there. I will be covering that game. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Check my girl out. Covering that game.
I'm learning the roles of soccer. I'm learning. Okay, Sensei. But just like that, we had to speed that up a little bit because we gotta put you into the SBC and high C, girl. You ready?
I'm ready. I don't know.
I don't know if you're ready.
I don't think I am, but I'm gonna figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna do what we do. Okay, this is how it's gonna work. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions, multiple choice. 3 multiple choice answers. Okay, it's gonna go quick. You are going to hear. I think it's 8.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. What's the answer?
Wait, is that Shemaya?
That's Shemaya on the beats right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shemaya, you gonna do me like this?
Here we go. Question number 1. One of the greatest hockey players of all time, Wayne Gretzky, played for what team in the 1980s? Was it A, the Boston Bruins, B, the Edmonton Oilers, or C, the New York Rangers?
C.
I was supposed to do this, but yeah, C. Okay, cool. C. We got it. All right. Question number 2. I feel like you might get this one. Which former NBA player had a starring role in the 1980 comedy movie Airplane? Was it A, Moses Malone, B, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, or C, Magic Johnson?
Oh, goodness.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3.
A?
You want to go A? Okay, let's go A.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Okay. Question number 3. In a game of darts, what is the highest possible score using 3 darts? Is it A, 150, B, 180, or C, 250?
I'm gonna go B.
You're gonna go B? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wow, this is hard.
All right, cool. Question number 4. You gonna get this one. Question number 4. Who is the highest paid female athlete in the world? Is it A, Venus Williams, B, Serena Williams, or C, Naomi Osaka?
Oh, B.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000.
You're like, I got that. You're like,
yeah. I know that one for sure. I love Serena Williams. So anything including her, I'm a no. Oh no. Well, looks like it's just me right now, guys. I don't know what happened to my good sis Janae or Jay, whatever you guys call it. But I'm gonna hold it down until she hops back on here. Like she said, make sure y'all check out the Sports Sensays tomorrow. 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, Eastern Standard Time. And then also make sure you check out From the Ground Up everywhere that you listen to podcasts. That's Spotify, that's Apple Music, that's Google Podcasts, that's all that stuff. So make sure you check that out because it's a good show and you should check it out because I'm awesome and you guys love me. So there's that. But yeah, man, check us out, man. We do a really good thing. Shout out to Marcy Good Sis Jay for having me on the show. Appreciate being on Sports by the Numbers. It's one of my favorite shows. I watch it all the time. So you should watch it all the time because it's freaking amazing. And Jay's awesome. And her energy is just, yeah, I mean, y'all know this. If you watch the show, you know, but her energy is just top notch. And she always lifts me up and brings my energy out because she just is so, her energy is just so transferable. So shout out to my good sis. This show is sponsored by Starbucks. No, I'm just kidding. But hey, Starbucks, you want to give me a check? I'll let you, girl. I drink these all the time. But yeah, man. Sports by the Numbers. That's what we do. I'm going to see what happened to Jay because she disappeared. So. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. But yeah, man, I am the sensei. They call me the sensei because I know stuff. I know a lot of stuff, and especially when it comes to this sports stuff. I'm pretty well versed up here. But that game that just messed me up because I didn't know. I probably got one question. One question, right? Damien, don't hate on my Starbucks. Like, first of all, the Starbucks, at least this caramel frappuccino is fire. I don't care what you talk about. It's delicious. Very good. And it helps me wake up because I work overnight. So during this time, I normally sleep. But when I drink some coffee, drink Starbucks, especially the caramel frappe there, piped up, ready to go. But Damien, you don't even like LeBron, so I don't even want to know why I'm listening to you. So I'm a LeBron fan, guys. So anybody don't like LeBron is not good for me. Not just playing. I know a lot of people that don't like LeBron that I'm really close to and that I love, but they know better than to disrespect him in my face. Because what they gonna do about it? Nothing. That's right. Oh, you really tripping. He talking about McDonald's coffee is better. Boy, if you don't get, you know what out of here. McDonald's coffee is trash. It tastes like they took it out of the trash, which is where it belongs, warmed it up, and served it to people. It's disgusting. It's most things from McDonald's. First of all, McDonald's is disgusting, period. Like, we're just gonna call it a spade. McDonald's is not good. But they do got that strawberry banana smoothie that's pretty fire. Okay, so Jay said the show is over. So I just been rambling, I guess. But yeah, thanks for y'all for tuning in. Again, thanks Jay for having me on the show. I'm gonna sign off now because the show is over and I got some NBA to watch. So peace out. I'm the sensei.